framing from the beginning really brought me into the characters' inner state of unease and loss of control. And I think this was really reflected in the creative vision and the shots as well. The intensity and the pacing was maintained so well throughout with that razor sharp set of fight sequences, and every bit was so well accented with the Foley work. And it is those sounds of the punches, the hits, the slams that make a fight scene feel visceral for the audience, as if we're experiencing or delivering those punches ourselves, rooting for the good versus the bad. Is always a fun time, and this piece gave us so much opportunity to do so.
This simple story was injected with action right off the bat. It made for a great chase scene right from the start. I like the coloration of the concrete in the background. It has that soft green hue, and then the denims and the dark wardrobe that the men were wearing really popped. I also like that the camera followed them so quickly during the running scenes around the concrete barriers in the parking stall area. It was right with them, and that the villain had that intensity and robot like run, almost like the Terminator movies. It was terrific.
Immediately engaging, really hooks you. This was a terrific setup for the action-driven narrative, um, which ultimately has this kind of underlying sense of tragedy, and sense of an inevitable but unfair demise that emotionally invests you right from the start and gives meaning to the action, which I think is just great storytelling. And then you do have this very pulse-pounding, beautifully shot action that also makes a great use of location to really enhance the look of the film, but also really complexify and give extra dimension and creativity to the action. So it's just a great little showcase.
Wow, what an action-packed short. It was so high energy. We meet characters in a vicious combat in a parking garage. The fight choreography was awesome. So violent yet effective. Good bloody makeup, and the actors were really committed to their roles. And the sound effects were incredible. Lots of running, heavy breathing, punching, and kicking sounds. And the music was so fast and exciting. At times, it had the feel of a warrior-style video game.
It gets us right into it. We get a bit of an information dump with the voiceover right off the beginning, which for the sake of economy in a short, you absolutely need, and it's used well here. And then we're immediately sort of we're invested for that reason, because we get it's more than just a guy or a couple of guys running through a parking garage. It's built the world out larger than you could have in such a short time with on screen uh, action and sequences and dialogue. So yeah, great economy there. It gets us invested. The action starts rolling, and it's just really cool fight scenes, and just the running through the garage. It's just good action the way a lot of us like it. So great work.
So I thought this was good because it was in one location in a parking garage, but I felt like it was talking about all of our soldiers and what they go through in a sense. It, the guy in the beginning said after we took the treatment, we became stronger than any soldiers in the world, I think he said, and mentioned the stabilizers, and it just kind of reminded me of Agent Orange for some reason. How people, I know I have a cousin who had to deal with the effects of that and always being on medication and feeling like it's a never ending struggle up until the end of his life. So to me, it was like, that's what I thought of while I was watching this, even though this is, in a parking garage and these guys are fighting against each other. But the one guy said something about it being never ending, or we're never getting out of this. And so it just reminded me of that. I really liked the production being in one location. I thought it was interesting, and they kept it really interesting with the fight scene and the choreography or scenes. The choreography, the cinematography was great, and the colors. The sound effects and the music were really great for the tone of the film.